Guys, here we go. We are going to play a simulator golf tour round. So, order of operations here is we're going to power up our SkyTrack first. Then we are going to launch the OpenSky software. So OpenSky is a API connector that connects our SkyTrack launch monitor to GS Pro. There are some forums out there on Discord that show you how to do this. The only reason you have to do this is because SkyTrack is not officially integrated with GS Pro. So you have to use these other mechanisms to connect the two. And that's what we're doing now. But that's the order of operations. Power on your SkyTrack, launch your SkyTrack OpenSky software. What that's going to do in the background is launch SkyTrack inside of this little shell. Then that's going to feed the telemetry to GS Pro. So once this is launched and ready to go, then I'll launch GS Pro. Then I'll basically go into the simulator tour section, load up the course, get it all set up. So then we'll play our round of sim golf. So while that's booting up and everything's coming online, let me just get my stuff all situated. Just played a pretty decent little round at Abu Dhabi for you guys. Going to hit this button. So the cool thing about this is once I launch this and the connecting is completed, I just need to minimize this window. So checking my license, making sure I'm all good. I'm going to hit Alt-Tab. So we're connected at this point. So I'm going to minimize this, minimize the OpenSky. Now I'm going to open GS Pro. So this is also running off of my gaming PC. There's some base requirements for GS Pro to run. The good news is it's very flexible. So I'm going to run it at 1080p. I'm going to actually run it at high, and I'm going to use my display on the right, I believe, to show this. Ooh, let me see now. I don't know if it's the right or the left. I'm going to launch this twice to see what happens. I did add a secondary monitor to it, so I'm not sure which one is which now in my software. So that looks like it's ready. The problem is I think I selected the wrong window. So I'm going to go back over, drag it over to this screen. Putt tour, and we're going to play round one. This is at the Silver Tip Golf Club. It's a pretty cool course. I've played it on the other two tournament rounds. It's pretty cool though. But here's the setup. And the cool thing about like simulator golf tours, I cannot adjust this. This has already been pre-set up for everyone to play this. We're playing from stroke play. We're doing Thursday pins. Mulligans are off. Auto putt fix, so it's going to give you a 10-foot give me. Inside of 40 feet, it's going to be 2 putt. Outside of 40 feet, it's going to give you a 3 putt. So the goal is to try to get in that 1 putt, 2 putt max territory. I mentioned this in the forward tours. That's the place of the red tees in this particular tour, which set up. And then as I kind of progressed with my publishing or posting some of my rounds, I'm going to actually create sections and playlists for the different tours that I'm in. I'm just going to start off with this one because it's available for me, so let's see how it goes. Anyway, that's the course setup, the round setup. The course setup, if you notice, it's at elevation. So when I mentioned that you can adjust the elevation, this tournament is hosted in the fictitious, or it might be real. It's hosted in Canada. That's where this golf course is supposedly at. And it's at 4,700 feet. So that does make a difference on the clubs in terms of what you fly. So that's something we got to adjust. The stem is at 11, and the wind is up. So it does have wind counted for the set. And if you cannot hear me, guys, I apologize because I have not figured out how to do the audio and kind of mess with that. So hopefully you caught all that, but if not, I apologize, it will get better. So here we go, we're going to play a sim golf tournament round. We are playing the Forward tournament. It is auto putt, so let's go. This course was really fun. I played it in the other two tours. I played it in the sim golf tour, the web tour, auto putt, which was white tees and blue tees. And then I also played it in the regular web tour, which was white tees and blue tees, but you actually have to putt. So there were no there were no auto putt. You actually had to bring your putter out and putt all your putts had to go in if they weren't in the gimme circle. So as this loads up, we're just going to hope that the SkyTrack holds on for this round. It had to do some workaround sometimes where the SkyTrack will lose connectivity. The software in the back, the connector, will kind of crash temporarily. So hopefully we don't have to do all that, but like I said, let's just see how this goes. Hopefully we can catch it in one continuous stream, and let's go from there. So we're at the red tees here at the Silvertip Golf Course. The one thing that I did like about this is there's a lot of elevation change. So right now we are hitting, it's going to kind of slope down, and the green will actually be on the left-hand side, but it will be low. We're going to go ahead and start off with our 6-iron. Cool thing about GS Pro is I'm going to use my mouse to kind of put a target out there. It's going to show me, where I'm kind of aiming. With this particular shot, I'm going to aim at the 170, 169 mark right over this hill. It's down 9 feet, so that means it's going to go about 9 feet further than this, or 9 yards further than this. So this plays more like 170-ish if I hit 169 yards. So we're going to start off with the 6-iron. That's our direction. Anywhere in the fairway is great. And then chip up on the green is what we're looking for. So let's get this golf sim tour, or simulator golf tour round started. We're all sitting in even right now. Club of choice is going to be a 6-iron, which I'm going to go ahead and select that just for the sake of this. I'm hitting the I key on my keyboard, and I'm showing that I'm using a 6-iron. This is just for me later, so I can go review what happens with what club. Okay, first shot of the tour. Pretty good contact. It's going right over that little hill. Just into the fairway. And there's the little green below our feet. So on the GS Pro software, you can see on the left-hand side the right-hand side is all my telemetry for my golf swing, right? I can adjust that, by the way. I can put whatever metrics I want up there. These are the ones that I pay attention to, like how fast was my club speed, what was the direction of my club speed. So I hit a draw, so it went in to out. The carry distance, raw, means how much did the SkyTrack pick up, and then the total length is basically how far did it go in the game total, so 188 yards. All the other things are just telemetry there. But now let's take a look at this one. So it's 68 feet, 68 yards, down 10. So that means it's going to play like 58 yards. So we want to take a club that's going to get us about 50 yards. For me, that's going to be that half of a sand wedge that's going to take me 50 yards. So that's what we're going to play. Half of the swing with the sand wedge is what we're playing here. That's a 50-yard shot for me. We are in the rough slightly, I think. Yeah, so that's going to take some off of it. The thing about GS Pro is it's not going to tell you how much it took off until after you hit the shot. So let's just see if we can land it somewhere. Again, you see the bigger circle, which is in amber. and then you see the smaller circle, which is kind of in an aqua color. The aqua color is the 1 putt give me. The amber circle is basically the 2 putt give me. So anywhere in that 2 putt territory would be great for my second shot, because that'll give me a par. Let's take a 50% swing. It's downhill. We are at 4,700 elevation, so that does, we're going to see how that affects the ball flight. That was a good contact. Right at the pin. We are literally just on the cusp. So we did not make it onto the fairway. Therefore, now we're going to have to either putt it from here, or we're going to have to chip it. So I'm going to choose to putt it. And I can putt on the auto putt tour. You can putt, because that is a shot you can use. So that's what I'm actually going to do from here. Rather than trying to chip it, I'm going to actually putt it. So I'm going to take my trusty putter here. Do like I would do in the real world. I take my glove off. I am going to have to change the club in the software so that it does shift to putter. I'm going to hit the I key, and now it changed from yards to feet. So this is a 20 putt foot. If you look at the little dots on the screen, they're showing how the ball is going to roll once it gets onto the green. It's pretty flat right here where I'm putting from, so I am not going to worry too much about it other than putting it in the circle. It looks like it breaks very slight from right to left once I get onto the green. So I'm going to just tap it this direction about twice. And let's see where that plays out. This is going to be a putt. I've never putted for you guys yet, so I'm putting off of my mat that direction. And the thing about the SkyTrack, it only needs the space in front of the SkyTrack to read the speed, to read the launch angle, to do the calculation for the putt. So it doesn't need to see it go all the way to the net. So we want to putt this about 10. It's a stump 11, so it's going to roll fast once it gets on the green. So we want to roll this about 7 to 10 and let it get close to the center. That's a good little putt. Right beside the cup. But again, that was a safer play for me than trying to chip it. So now I walk away with a par instead of a bogey or a double, because I played the safer shot there. And it is kind of ironic, right? It's an auto putt tour, but putting is one of your options when you're here today. It just means you don't have to hold it out. You don't have to use your putter. If you land inside of those circles, you're not going to have to pull that out. The fact that I landed on the edge, that's what allowed me to use my putter. Okay, so this is a pretty fun little hole. It kind of undulates from left to right in a valley type approach. We're going to pull the 3-wood out on this one. This is a par 5. So we're going to aim out this direction towards the thick line over here, try to bring it back towards the bunker. This was the play we made during the tournament. We're at a different elevation for the tournament. We're above this in the tournament. So we would have to hit over this little ravine right here. But this is the play. 3-wood. Great contact. Did it not read? This is what I was afraid of. What a great shot. So, it did not read the 3-wood. Hopefully the software did not crash in the background, but we're not going to know that until a few minutes. So let me try that shot again. That was pure contact, by the way. Try it again. That one red. So I was just outside the dot, and thank goodness I had back-to-back good shots. I'm going to bounce off that hill, hopefully come back down a little bit. We'll be on the edge. Now, the thing about GS Pro is it does take the slope into account. So if you see, I'm kind of sitting like this. I'm going to be standing like this. That means when I hit the ball is going to naturally draw towards, to the left-hand side. So I'm going to have to take that into account when I take this swing. So that's the thing about this software, is it calculates the slope where the ball is in relation to your feet. All that's calculated into this software. So you got to be really, really precise on this one. So I still have 200 plus yards to go. I don't want to mess this up, so I'm going to go ahead and aim out this direction. Let's go ahead and put a marker out there. So let's go ahead and take we'll take a 5-iron. Actually, let's take a 6-iron. I generally can make a 6-iron. I can make contact with it. I'm going to focus on contact. I really want to get good contact out of here to get it down the fairway. So that's going to be my focus with this shot. Again, the elevation does help us, so if we do make good contact, it's going to go further than anticipated. But I am going to play it more to the right-hand side because it's going to draw just off of the slope. Great contact. It's going to be a low burner. Look at that. Perfect. I'll take that. Nice shot. So now I'm in a good position. That was my second shot. So now I'm in a really good position to try to get it into the circle for a birdie. This is my third. It's 24 yards. We're going to take that 58 degree and try to get it up there for a birdie. Okay, 58 degree. Contact. Sit down. There you go. Tournament round. There's a birdie. Take it for what it is. I'm playing for the Reds. But it's a tournament round, so the pressure's there. Knowing that I don't have mulligans, knowing that whenever I shoot, I have to just do it. There's no way around it. I have today and tomorrow to finish this round, this tournament. So you play 2 rounds. Today's the first round. Well, you pick. It goes a week long. So if I do really well today, I'll go ahead and play my second round in the Auto Putt tour, and then tomorrow I'll play the regular tour from the Reds, but where I have to play it out. So I'll do that tomorrow if I need to. So we are 105 yards out. We're at elevation. So I'm going to play the approach wedge. This is my 100-yard club usually, so I'm thinking the elevation is going to make a difference, and it might go further than 100. That's at least my philosophy. 105 up 11, that means it's going to be 116. That's what we're looking at here. I hit that thin, so it's going to go. I'm going to get lucky and get another bird. Just barely. Just barely. We almost got back-to-back birds. I'll take it. Good start. Almost got back-to-back birds. There is a, what is it? They do monitor your swing speed. So if you hit over, I'm going to say it's 135 or 140 miles an hour, if your club speed or your ball speed is higher than 140 miles an hour, you're actually, 2 of those shots in a row, you're actually disqualified. And the reason is this particular tour is designed for people who are just learning how to play golf, just want to get into the sim golf world, but can't really compete at the other tour levels that are available. So that's why they kind of restrict it for folks. Is like they don't want professionals to come in here and just run the game on everybody. So I understand it. I understand why they do it, and I'm glad that they do enforce it. So all good. I'm not going to really test this too much. So I'm going to take my club that I know should work. I'm going to take a 6-iron and try to punch it out to the left-hand side here. There is water on the right, so we want to stay out of that. Keep our score going in the right direction. But we do want to get it down there, so let's see if we can get a nice little draw. Keep it in the center to left center of the fairway, and make a good approach at that range. I think we got some draw on it, which should carry. Okay, there we go. There's a little bitty cut. The good news is we stayed away from the water. We should get a kick off that little hill, slightly back to the center. Nice. So now we'll have a look at it. And This club, I told you guys, is usually like a 170-yard club, but now it's going 186, where we are here at elevation. You can see there on the carry raw, it's a 155-yard club, but it actually went further than that. So 108 yards is what we have left. That's a pitching wedge, but under these conditions, we're actually going to take the approach wedge at it again, because that one worked out for us last time at this distance. Pitching wedge may be too much. I think if we catch the approach wedge just right, it's going to be perfect. So let's go at it with an approach wedge. Try to hit that 100-yard distance. Go from there. A little bit underneath it, but I think we're right at the pin. We have another birdie, guys. There we go. Let's go. -2 for the tournament. All right, what do we got here? Looks like a par 4. Slight dog leg to the left. I'm going to say we aim this direction. Let's take a 6-iron. Again, that's been a really good approach for us, taking a 6-iron out there. If you look at this little box on the bottom of the mini map, the numbers in the center are the direction, the distance, and the upper left-hand corner of this little mini map box is what would be left if I landed there at that direction, at this distance. So if I landed at 181, then 110 would be left from where I land to the pin. So that's kind of good, so you can kind of calculate your shots to make, just kind of plan to see if the 6-iron's good, and then 110, that would be an approach wedge based off of how things have been working. But if this works out, then that means it's a 6-iron and then a approach wedge if we hit our distances. So let's go with the 6-iron so we can get out there. Same trajectory, same shot. Great contact. And just kind of leaking out to the left, to the right. Let's just stay in the fairway. We're in the left rough. So that does impact the run. 121 now is what's left. Down 6. Okay. So we're going to take 6 off of that. That's 115. I still think it's going to be an approach wedge. The thing is we want to at least be in the, let's take a pitching wedge actually. We're going to take a pitching wedge at this one. That's what we're going to do. Pitching wedge. The worst case is we'll be in 2-putt territory and get a par. Best case is we roll up there and get another bird and just keep on moving. So pitching wedge out of this distance. This is the first one we are taking. And we're in the rough, so I need to consider that we're in the rough. Pitching wedge. Let's go. Great contact. Great line. Slightly to the right. Here underneath it. So that rough did really impact that. So we got 22 yards. That was our second shot. So the worst thing we want to do here, we really want to get inside that kidney circle, because that was our second shot. I think we made a mistake. We should have probably at least got it to the green. But let's see if we can land it in that circle. The kidney circle. 22. Fat. It's just going to roll out. It's going to 2-putt, so that's going to give us a bogey. That's going to take us back down to -1. That was a mistake. Didn't chip it good. But it's got -1 for the tournament. For round 1. 139. Let's see what's underneath it. 128, that's a 9-iron. If I hit the J key, it'll take me all the way up there. If I hit the Y key, it's going to tell me what the green looks like. So red means it's pretty much uphill. As you see in the mini map, blue means it runs downhill. So that's going to run from the back of the green back down towards the front. That's the way that the green is sloped. So at a minimum, we want to get it to that middle shelf where the yellow and the reds start. So for us, I use this little indicator here. That's about 129 yards. Yeah. So we want to hit a 9-iron in there, solid, to get it up there. That's what we're going to do. Hit a 9-iron. I think an 8-iron is too much at this elevation, but a good 9-iron, a 9-iron should do it. That's a good 9-iron. Let's see if we got it here. Good shot, good direction. Alright, just be up there. Oh, could have stayed in the circle. That would have been great. I'm happy with that though. Good approach. Still setting that +1. Good news, we've got 2 birdies still. There'll be plenty of other opportunities on this course to score. Alright, so we want to aim out here. We want to get it at least to this little area. It's 165 yards. It's uphill 14. So we're going to play a 6-iron. We're going to focus on contact and try to get that 170-ish territory. We want to clear those bunkers though, so that's very key. We got to clear those bunkers. So let's just take this and get it out there. Great contact. Clear the bunkers. And we are sitting just underneath the hole. Perfect. 52 yards. Well, based on our shots, that should be the 50% sandwich. So a half a swing of the sandwich should do it. Let's see if that is still the case. 50% shot, half a swing with the sandwich. Felt good. Right at it. Okay, we got just in the 2-putt territory. That went 40 yards. We're going to keep that in the back of my mind for next time. We did par it, but that 50% shot went 40 yards. Okay, this is a nice little downhill run. I don't think we can carry that. I think we need to be safe. It's par 5? Yeah. Let's be safe on this approach. Yeah, let's be safe. And let's aim it with the 6-iron. Let's see if we can get it down there. Then take a better stab at it with the... Oh man, this is going to be tricky. This is out of bounds though. 228 yards from here is out of bounds. 200 yards. 198. Let's aim right there. Let's see if we can get a draw that direction. And then just short. 6-iron. We want that draw. That was good contact. Let's see if we got it. Slight. Not at all. Didn't get out of the rough, but I'm okay with that. 208 is what we have left. Alright. I think this is green light for the 3-wood. Yeah, it's going to be green light for the 3-wood. Haven't taken this out yet just because we're at the forward tour, but this is a perfect opportunity. Try to get it up there in 2. 3-wood. Focus on contact. That was good contact. You got a good read. Coming around. Come on back. We're going to get a light rough. Alright, that'll be alright. How many yards is that? Can't really see the marker. I took the J key. Give us an indicator. 41 yards. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be very tricky. We are in the deep rough. I am thinking I take a sand wedge at this and try to muscle it up there. That's what the play is going to be. Because of the deep rough, we're going to take the sand wedge at it. Yeah. That's what we're going to do, sand wedge. This is normally a 90-yard club from the fairway. That was a really good shot. Again, same thing. So for SkyTrack users, red dot, press it diagonally about 45 degrees towards the SkyTrack. Put it in the zone that hopefully pick up on. Try it again. I want that same shot right there. Did not read again. Come on, SkyTrack. Killing me. Try it one more time. Oh, this is a little frustrating. This is something that happens though. I've seen it with the SkyTrack. This happens. I don't know if it's the GS Pro or it's the SkyTrack, but it has happened. Try it again. That's 4 great shots, not picking up a single one. The last time I saw this happen, I had to close out the software, open it back up. Problem is, I don't know if that affects the simulator round. I've never played a round where I'm in the middle of the round. Alright, we'll put it slightly in front of the red dot, see if that makes a difference. Come on, get me on the green. Good chance. Those are all great shots, it's just not being picked up. Again, you have to change clubs. It's not picking it up. I feel like it's about to crash here, but it is not picking these shots up. Already hit 5. 6. 7 shots at it. It's not picking it up. Okay, we're going to change clubs. Maybe it's the club. Then we'll start messing with the software if we have to. Apologies for this, but this is how it works sometimes. So I'm going to hit approach wedge. Don't want to, but that's what I'm going to hit. Oh, I didn't even realize this, guys. It has putter selected for me. That's why it's not picking it up. So I need to change that. I need to change that to lob wedge. That's why it's not picking it up. Okay, let's go back and regroup here. That was a little bit of a stint, but you do got to pay attention to that. That has to do with the integration between the OpenSky software, the API that reaches back into SkyTrack and brings it over to GS Pro. Sometimes when you have a specific distance, it automatically puts you into what it perceives as putter territory, and it chooses putter for you. That's why our distance was not in yards, it was in feet. So should have paid attention to that, but that's why it did not pick it up. Let's play our original shot, which is a sand wedge. I feel it's going to pick it up now. And more importantly, I'm glad I just kind of looked down there and saw that. So lob wedge is what I have selected. It doesn't matter. It's not a putter. Okay, here we go. There, it picked it up. What a shot. You stay on the green, that's perfect. That's perfect. What a save. It's coming back. Oh my. Are you kidding me? You You guys saw that? We drew that ball back in for a bird. All that drama. You guys saw it here. That was beautiful. Got to do that every time. Then hit about 6 shots with the putter turned on, and then switch it back to a wedge. Whew. Glad you saw that. Glad I captured it. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. We're going to aim 3-wood out this direction. Try to whip it back. Looking for really good contact here. Keep it in the fairway. Brush that little tree line to the left. That's all we're looking for. Great contact. Should go over to the... Yep, that's exactly it. Coming back to the fairway. Didn't get all the distance, but I can play this shot now. 109 up. It's going to be a pitching wedge just based off of the distance. That's going to be more like 122. Okay, I just want to get it up there close to the pin, approach wedge. And I think it, ooh, so this is pitching wedge. I think I said, yeah, pitching wedge. Okay, let's go. Great contact, come across my body. Should be kickoff. We're on the cusp. You see that? So if we would have been on the green, it would have 2-putted for us automatically. So that would have just gave us par. But because it's on the fringe, I either have to chip it or have to putt it. I'm going to choose to putt this one to try to get in that circle versus a chip. And that's literally just the difference between probably another foot of it being on the actual green. So in this situation, I am going to change it to putter. It's a 38-foot putt. I want to aim it this direction because of the break. Our goal is to get it into that circle for a 1-putt so we can maintain par. We do not want to leave it short. We do not want to run through the circle. It looks like it is the ball, if you can see from the screen, the lines that are coming this direction, they're slightly rolling towards us, so that means it's uphill, about almost half a foot. So it's going to play more like 39 feet to the hole. We don't care about getting to the hole. We just want to get to that circle. So we're going to play this about 30 feet, a 30-foot putt on that line where the little pin is that I've set there to maybe bring it back to the center. This will be tricky there, but we can get in the circle. We'll call this a victory. 30-foot putt, that's what we're looking for. Stimp 11, so that means it's going to roll fast. Kind of feel okay with that. I think we got it there. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. A little more pace, we might have dropped it in there, but my goal was to get a par on that, not lose a stroke. This is something that I've learned about these simulator rounds is you cannot go for everything because you'll end up double bogeying, triple bogeying, because these greens run really fast. And this simulator software is not forgiving. It's probably the most realistic software there is out there. I understand it's using the SkyTrack telemetry, but the algorithm that runs GS Pro, by far the best. Okay, let's get out here. We're going to need a 3-wood. We're going to have to drive it this direction. You can see on the TV, on the image, that it actually slopes from left to right. So we want it to be on that left-hand side and then drift it back to the center. That is the play. Meanwhile, looks like the Houston Texans are doing pretty good against LA. Looks like we got a 14-0 lead. Let's go. And now we got an injured person. Maybe I shouldn't have looked up. All right, let me go. 222. That's our target. We want to aim towards that tree line, bring it back. Good contact. That's our focus. That was good contact. Here's the cut. Stay in the fairway. You'll be okay. And just a light rough. That makes a difference though, hitting out that rough, because you do got to take that into account. Okay. 178 uphill. let's see what it looks like right here. 972. I think we're going to go ahead and just take the 6 iron at it. Let's take the 6 iron, see if we can get it up there. Walk away. Focus on that contact. For one, not good. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Whew, got lucky there. We needed just a little more better contact to get it up there, but I'll take that. So it's 18-yard chip. It looks like it's, let me hit the J key just to see what that looks like when we get to the green. It's not going to give us that, so we're just going to chip it up there. 4 feet up. That means that the grain runs uphill from there, so that means it's going to stop. So we do want to, did I hit the putter? We didn't want to do that. We want to hit the K key. It's going to say 18 yards. I think I meant to hit the J key. Yeah, J key to show us the elevation. All right, it does. This is what I was talking about. So if you see the balls that are running from north down south, they're rolling towards us. So that means that it's uphill from this direction. So we do want to try to carry it about 115 if we can. I'm sorry, 15. And then it should stick and just stop on the green because of the uphill line. So we want to carry it 15 if possible. Otherwise, it's going to be a 2 putt. That's going to be a bogey. That felt good. I think we got it. Out of the rough. Sit down. Sit down. Just out of the circle. All right, what are we carrying? I'm just curious. I don't think it told us. Carry raw was 20. Yeah, we carried 5 yards too far. Happy with the contact though. Yeah. That's all we can ask for. That's good contact. Alright, let's see what we got here. 292. 216. I think we aim out towards these trees. Try to bring it over. So the thing here is we want to stay, the line that runs on the left-hand side is out of bounds. If you end up over there, you're out of bounds. You have to take a drop in a tournament round. That's not something you might want to do. So if we play this exactly how we want to, which is right at this pink target, then bring it back over to center, that's a great play. That pine tree is in play for us, so got to be cognizant of that very first pine tree that's kind of sticking out. If we hit that, it's going to shoot right out. We don't know which direction it's going to go from there. So this is a bit of a gamble for us, but we got to go for it. We got to keep the score. Try to get some more shots in our favor. That's going to go out to the right, which I would want. As long as we clear the bunker, I'll be okay. Now we're going to be in some stuff. But we might have a look at it. I think we have a look at it. We are in the deep rough, but we are, where are we, 90, the J key, 93 yards. We are going to have to club up big time. So I think we're going to take a pitching wedge. Maybe even a 9, because there is, we're going to take a 9 iron. That seems like a lot, but we're in deep rough. And I would rather be deep in the green than in that bunker trying to play a chip out of there. So a little bit of a gamble here. There's a tree right there to the left. We got to keep this ball flight to the right. I'm taking a 9 iron, not a pitching wedge. We're going to see if this is the right call. I feel like it is because of the deep rough line, and I just feel like it is because of the elevation. The elevation change, so we're going uphill at 8. So let's just take this 9 and get good contact and see if we can land it on the green. I like the shot shape. I like the contact. I'm okay with that. We're safe. Now we are chipping back down. I can live with that. This is going to be a delicate little chip. Looks like it's 16 yards. Make sure we got the right club selected, a lob wedge. So we're just going to read the chip. 16 is what we're aiming for. Last time we ran it 20, so I know it's going to be more of a quarter swing, not a third swing. That might be the right one. Let's go. Got it in there for par. Good save. Okay, have a good round going. Let's keep it going. We are at -2 tournament round. 277. That's what it looks like out there. I think we're taking the same approach here. Honestly, let's take a 6-iron. Let's try to play this one smart. See if we can get us a birdie. If we can get this 6-iron into 6-iron distance, then we'll have an approach wedge in, which is that's more controllable for us. All right, let's go with that. Let's go that direction, 6-iron. See if we can draw it. I hit thin, but it should be in the fairway. It's downhill, so we'll get the run out, which is great. Then that is almost a 200-yard 6-iron. 88 yards left. That's a good distance for us. I'm going to say that's going to be sand wedge territory. Possibly lob wedge, but I think I feel better playing sand wedge at it. Make sure we don't have putter selected. We don't. All right, sand wedge. Let's take it in there. See if we can drop this thing 80 yards and move on. Contact. Okay, this is going to be a bummer if we don't hit this. So, this is the problem, or not, with the Auto Putt Tour. I landed on the green, but I was beyond the 2-putt, so it automatically 3-putt for me. If this was the regular tour, I would have at least had a chance to putt it closer, possibly into the circle. So, that's our mistake. We should have hit a little harder. At a minimum, we should have got it into the 2-putt territory. We didn't. So, pros and cons of the Auto Putt Tour. That's one of the cons, in my opinion. I'm going to take the 3-wood, going to aim it out this direction towards the bunker. Going to try to bring it back. We are at an elevated tee box. That is 25 yards below us. So, this is going to run if we can get it in the air. Get it down there. All right, 3-wood. Got a good stroke back. We were at -3 a minute ago. Now we're at -1. Okay, focus on contact. Happy with that. Might be out to the right a little bit. Not too much though. Okay, we should be okay. Light rough. We're down there though, down there quite a ways. 62 yards left out of the rough. Gonna take the lob wedge at it. I'm gonna play the 77-yard shot out of here, which is a full lob wedge. I'm gonna play the draw shot, and I'm gonna move it this direction because I tend to pull this across my body. So taking all that into account for this shot. Aiming it, I'm going to draw it. Like I think I said yesterday, if my shot hits in this little triangular spot here, with this club, I know I've hit it just to the right path. If this ball hits anywhere near the center, I've pulled it across my body, and that's not going to be a good result. It's going to be on this side of the green. So a lot there that I said, but let's just see what happens here. Lob wedge, playing the draw. Let's go. I think we might have done it. That's it. That's it, fellas. See ya. I could have stayed in there for me. That's okay. I hit exactly where I wanted to hit it. Okay. Still sitting at -1 in the tournament. What more can you ask for? hope you guys like the way that the course looks, because in relation to SkyTrack, they're comparable. But GS Pro, they really have people who are fine-tuned, and their whole purpose is just to create the most detailed courses that they can create that represent the courses they're trying to obviously replicate. We're going to play the same 3-wood out of this. Try a baby cut to get it back to the middle. You want to make sure that you stay out of bounds. So try to get this as square as possible. Worst case is take it to the left and bring it back in, but you don't want to start this out to the right. You want this to start off to the left. Let's go. If you did it, that felt good. Baby cut. And sit down in the fairway. Man, everything's just going right into the right rough for me, so that messes with my next shot. This is a par 5, so I think we can actually go for it out of this. If we aim this direction, I think we'll be okay. The slope, we are uphill, so it's slightly uphill to the left. Okay, just focusing on contact here. If we make great contact with our fade, that should bring us back towards the green. So that's what we're trying to do here. And if not, we want to just be in front of that bunker that's sitting right in front. 3-wood, let's go, light it up. Felt great. There's the cut. I think we're going to be okay. All right, dive runner right underneath the hole. I'm okay with that. Okay, what do we have left? 29, up 5. Might as well call that 35. 35. Let's go with the 58 degree out of the rough. So we're in the rough. Yeah, we're not in the fairway, so we're out of the rough. Let's just take a whack at it. Again, this is going to be almost a half a swing just underneath it. Get some spin on it, so we need to stop it on the green. I felt good with that contact. Did we get it there? Sit down. It's okay. It's going to be a par. I'm just happy that we're in the vicinity. We're not all over the place. I'm happy with the 3-wood doing its job. 100 yards. All right, this is our zone here. This is the approach wedge zone. See if we can get it there. One thing we don't want to do, let's see, this has water. Yeah, we just want to make sure we carry the water. That's the big takeaway here. There's out of bounds over here on this side, so I'm not going to lie. Let's aim this direction. Again, let's aim right here. Let's just get it there. Take an approach wedge. Take a swing at it. Carry the water, get it on the green, get out par, and get out of there. Pulled it across my body, but let's see where we land. I want to say we might be off the green. Did it pre-putt me? That's some garbage. Now we're back even. I think we played that a little bit too lightly. That's okay. We got a chance here with this last one. Is this the 18th hole? No. Is it? What are we on? 16? There's a couple of holes here where we have a chance. That I'm really disappointed in. We should have been more aggressive, not been so worried about that. 238. We're going to take a 3-wood at this. Take it at this tree line. I'm serious. Let's just go for it. Take it at this tree line. Bring it back. There's plenty of space on the right-hand side. We just want to get this thing up in the air, barreling back towards the center. That's good. I think I came across it a little bit, that's okay. Hey, I'm actually in the fairway. It's been a while. Ooh, look at that run. It's a pretty severe heel right there. Okay, stop. Okay, that's a little bit ridiculous. Come on now. 74 yards, 84 yards. Let's go. Okay, 84 yards. Let's get it up there. Great contact. Boom. Got a bird. Got one back. Alright, 2 more holes. And we can call this tournament round a wrap. That means tomorrow I might have to play 3 rounds. The second one here, and then the 2 for the one that requires putting. Which those are a lot slower paced. Those run about an hour long from start to finish. So 119 down 1. You don't want to make the mistake of not hitting it long enough. I think I'm going to be okay hitting a 9-iron. Honestly, a pitching wedge should make it there. Is it up? It's down. Okay. We're getting a pitching wedge. I feel like I'm loose enough. We should be able to get this there. Pitching wedge. Just make contact. Through the ball. Hit the draw shot. Let's go. That might be it. Didn't cut as much as I wanted, but it should be good in terms of line. Sit down. There's a kick. Stay in. Give me 2 putts. We're at par. And that one went 128 yards. So elevation is making an impact on this. Okay, here's the one we can score on. It's a par 4. It is severely downhill from here. So our goal is to get it basically down here. We are not going to get crazy. We are going to take a 6-iron. We're going to punch it right over that hill and let it run. Our goal is to make sure we land somewhere in the center to the right, because there is water that's out of place. Then we're going to bring this out of bounds. It's 31 yards down. So if you take 30 away from 200, that's about 170. So that's this club. Okay, guys, 18th hole. This is the opportunity to score. Should get us close to the green if we make good contact. More importantly, give us a chance. All right, 6-iron. Get that draw. Get down there. Oh no, hit that low. That's a shank. I can't do anything about that. Maybe it'll kick over. Maybe it'll kick over and run. Maybe I'll get lucky. That is what I wanted right there, to run. I messed that shot up, guys. Now I got to really work for it here. 162 down 20. That's 141. I got to play a 8. You really want to play a 9? Down 23. I really want to play a 9. I think the 8 is the safe play though. Let's see what the front shows. What does the front show? 147. Okay, we're hitting 8. Make them or break them. Let's go. We just want to be on the green. 8-iron. Guys, this is not the club. I know it's not. Okay. Going against my intuition here, I'm going to play a 9-iron. Because I feel like an 8 is going to go too far with this setup. This could be the one that breaks me, but let's go. 9-iron, got to commit. Let's go. Great contact. It is off to the left-hand side, but I want to say that's the right call. Had we put that in line, that would have been on the green, so I'm not mad. Chip it up 21 yards. We're going to walk away even, or we're going to walk away with a -1. 21. Looks like it runs down here a little bit. Let's go. Let's get it there. Finish this round off. Felt good with that. With the run out, we should be okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You should have finished par, 72. I can't be mad at that, guys. There was a lot that I left out there on the course, but that's a tournament round here in GS Pro playing the Sim Golf Tour. I'll go ahead and stop the video here. I'll play my second round hopefully tomorrow. Tell you guys how I finished this round. The finals, meaning it should close Sunday night. So Monday morning I'll know exactly where I placed in this tournament based off of my round. So thanks again, guys, for watching.